But the one thing I walked away from, and I forgot the guy's name, but he had his hand on her backside. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did it quick. But he ain't supposed to be touching her like that. He ain't supposed to be touching her like that.
People want Party to say something and not Stephen A. Smith. What up, YouTube? H-Star going to be talking about Stephen A. Smith. He did send a message to the Houston Astros pitcher that gave Meg Thee Stallion a hug, which that whole pitch went viral like crazy. And Stephen A. gave a bit of a stern warning to the Houston Astros pitcher who gave her a hug.
Megan Thee Stallion threw out the first pitch in Houston for the Astros. I know that there's a lot to walk away from. I mean, that white outfit she was wearing was pretty nice. She looked pretty nice in it. That's one thought to walk away from. The other thought to walk away from is the pitch itself, which wasn't that great, but you didn't expect it to be, so props to her. She came close enough. But the one thing I walked away from, and I forgot the guy's name, but he had his hand on her backside. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did it quick. But he ain't supposed to be touching her like that. He ain't supposed to be touching her like that. If I was her man, I'd have had a problem with that. I'll tell you that right now. I'm just saying. I understand. But that was naughty. He shouldn't have done that. Keep your hands above waist, around the middle of the back or the upper back. I think that's safe. The lower you go, the lower you seem.
And I know some people got confused by what he was saying at that last part in regards to the lower you go, the lower you may seem, which, to kind of break it down for some people who are small-minded, he pretty much is saying that the lower you go, the lower your hand placement is, you have a one-track mind. Your mind's in the gutter. You want to just smash and dash Meg. That's it. But it's interesting that the guy who we would assume would have an issue with this Party hasn't said nothing. For all we know, he may have DM'd the guy. But I do kind of feel bad for Party because he seems to be a punching bag for a lot of guys. Because in the case of the baby, I think he's lying on his dick. And as far as Tori goes, I'm not sure if that even happened when she was with Party, so I'm not really going to get into that. But apart from that, you've had The Rock make passes at her, and now this, you got the Houston Astros pitcher with his hand like right there on her spine, damn near where her ass is. I can understand why Stephen A would take issue with it, because folks got to understand Stephen A is real old school. Comes from that time of have your hands way above the waist, right where the back should be, and people don't need to be looking at it as hate. Because if she's in a relationship with Party, he would want the pitcher to realize, hey, you shouldn't go there because she got a man at home that's not going to appreciate that. To give the pitcher a benefit of the doubt, I don't even think he knows that she's in a relationship with Party or who she's in a relationship with specifically. But Party is a very interesting person. He picks and chooses who he responds to. He responded at The Rock. It wasn't nothing that was too serious. Now, I don't think this was something that was on the nose and deliberate. It was something a bit more subtle and kind of something that could be seen as a gray area to a lot of people. I can understand why folks would take issue with it. I can understand why folks would not. But I gotta say, if anybody wants somebody to speak up, people want Party to say something and not Stephen A. Smith. And some folks may even look at Megan and ask her, well, why would you let a guy have his hand that low by your back? It could be one of the things she didn't expect him to go that low. But I'm gonna let y'all tell me what you think about this mess in the comments. Till next time, it's been H-Dog here, and I'm out. Peace.